Hey, a little bit something different today on All Dodgers. We talked a bunch about this guy last season, and today we are talking to this guy. Dodgers top slugging prospect Ryan Ward joins the show right now. But first, coming at you live from my home studio in beautiful La Puente, California, this is the All Dodgers podcast. We're going to hit a few meh because it is a happy day. It is a happy Wednesday to everybody. It's Weird Weenie Wednesday. We had Taco Tuesday yesterday. And enough about me. Jeff is here as well. You guys know Snydog on the social media. I'm Real FRG. All Dodgers is presented by FanDuel, part of the Bleav Network podcast. I think I got all the important things in there, right, Jeff?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Without
Enough
further
about
ado,
us.
yeah, enough about us. How about this dude? That is Dodgers outfield prospect. You know him as the man who hit 36 homers at AAA, and sadly for us, none at the big league level. But that is coming in 2026. But that is Ryan Ward. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you joining us here. You don't have to, and you did. Let's just jump right into it, man. Listen, 2025, every bit of a breakout campaign for you. What went right for Ryan Ward, and what's been kind of going right over the last, season, 2 seasons for you, particularly at the plate?
Yeah, I mean, especially like in my high school, college days, I wasn't really a power guy. So when I got to the Dodgers and started hitting homers, like it was kind of like a big change in my game. But last year, I dove in a lot on trying to get the strikeout numbers down, the chase numbers down, and have better at bats. And that kind of led to me walking more, obviously, less chase, trying to strike out less, more of a two-strike approach, a lot more homework on pitchers, going in more prepared, and it led to a lot of success for me. And it was a fun year for sure.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. So, first answer, and you completely blew up my outline because I was going to ask you later about the strikeout rate, but I'm going to ask you now because, you're from 21 through 24, your strikeout rate was 24.9%. In 2025, 18.7%. And yet you hit more homers than you ever had before. How does somebody cut their strikeouts by 25% without losing any power and maybe even gaining some power? What was that process? Tell me some secrets, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, the conversation have been had a lot of times between my hitting coaches and I of like, and I always kind of had this joke. I was like, well, when I get in the box, am I called a walker or am I called a hitter? Like I'm in there to hit. I want to hit, and um, I kind of just realized like, okay, like it works, but you can do better, and kind of on the route of like always improving. So spent a lot of time last year in the off season with talking to hitting coaches, doing different drills, like whoever was feeding the machine to me at the time, like, hey, like every pitch, like move it around, and just training on one specific pitch the whole day, and kind of trying to learn how to take the other ones and like stay true to my approach. And when I went to spring, I struggled with it a little bit. Like the pressure's a little higher. I just like was trying to implement it right into live at bats and everything. It's different than a machine, but the more I stuck with it, the more I grounded out. It ended up helping me a lot. And obviously, my homers did go up, yeah, but I think it's just based off of like pitch selection. I was getting into better counts because I wasn't chasing early. I was getting into better counts because I wasn't chasing as much in general, and I had done my homework. I knew where I was hunting, so I was able to do damage on the pitches that I was looking for rather than just trying to cover the whole zone.
Yeah, the walk rate went way up too. So like just that whole approach, just a massive improvement to the entire stat line.
It feels like it was a good plan. You should do that again this time. Put Dodgers back on the chest. You had it Dodgers at OKC in 24. Then what are they? The Comets now. But anyways, we talked about this before you joined us before, or I should say before we went live. Already, people in the chat. You were the guy that we talked more about, arguably more about. Well, it's probably a lot of Michael Conforto, and then it's like, when the hell they bringing up Ryan Ward? You don't need to necessarily comment that much about that, but what does it do to you? I'm assuming you probably had a little bit of an understanding of the groundswell of fans that really wanted to see you, not just because, hey, the dude that was up playing left field was struggling, but also you deserved it, man. Like you had a hell of a season last year, and it was, from start to front. What does the fan like that fan support do for you?
Yeah, I mean, the fan support's awesome. I love it. It's just a good feeling to know that people are behind you. But when it comes to like on the field things, getting called up or staying where I am, like I try to control what I can control. Like I'll get lost and start struggling or start pressing if I try to focus on those things. So, I mean, my dad's always said to me, control what you control. So I go into every game every day focused on that day, that game. You know, whatever happens is supposed to happen, and I'm gonna let that play out how it's gotta. But just go out and just continue to be the best version of myself every day is the only thing I can control. So that's really what I just focus on and try to block out a lot of the noise that's like coming in, whether it's social media or teammates or coaches, like all this stuff. And it's just like, okay, yeah, like, but we got a game in 5 hours, so let's get ready for that one.
Lock it in.
Was there any communication from the organization as you're having this awesome season in AAA, just about the possibility of getting called up, or was it just kind of you're just kind of in your Oklahoma City bubble with your manager there and just kind of just taking it one day at a time?
Yeah. I mean, there's rumors all over the place. You never know like what you're hearing is true. But kind of like that OKC bubble, exactly what you're talking about. It's like we were there, we were team whole year. We had our manager, and we just showed up, and it was a great team. I mean, we had so much fun in that locker room, playing together as a team. It was a really good group down in OKC. So that's kind of just we were in like our own little world down there, you know, playing, having fun, creating relationships that will probably last our entire lives, and people we would have met without being there. So really cool.
If there's any sort of manufactured knock on you, you know, I think it's changed definitely, but obviously people, it's like, why isn't this guy not up? Well, they say this guy can't play defense. Well, the numbers say you can kind of play a little bit of defense. You can go out there and shag him. I know my buddy Casey Porter just had your third base coach on who was raving about your improvement on defense. If you are here kind of giving yourself your own scouting report on defense, you know, now, deeper into being a professional, where do you think you're at? What do you need to improve on? And kind of what's your preferred position?
Yeah, so I never started playing the outfield until I got to college. So I got like we played 40 games, 50 games in college, so small sample size. And then my red shirt freshman year, my sophomore year, I actually played second base for most of the
Oh,
year.
wow.
So I had a gap in there of like freshman year, played the outfield, got hurt, missed the whole year, came back, played second base, went to the outfield for a little bit, and then the year I got drafted, my redshirt sophomore year, played the outfield the whole year. And then so coming to the Dodgers, it was like I'm still kind of getting used to this, and for sure, I mean, when I showed up, I was like, oh boy, you got a lot of work ahead of you, man. Like we got to grind, and I feel like I have. I mean, even like talking to coaches as I'm going, it's like I'm just trying to nitpick everything I do. Like, hey, how's the ground ball work today? Like, what's something that I can do to work on this? And it's really a huge focus of mine. And I know, like, I kind of get stuck with that tag of like bad defender, but I mean, I trust myself out there. My teammates trust me out there. So that's what matters to me. Just keep trying to get better and have everyone's trust while I'm out there.
Do you mostly think of yourself as an outfielder? Because you kind of split time between first base, right field, and left field this year, kind of even split between the three. Do you kind of think of as an outfielder?
Yeah, I would consider myself an outfielder. I mean, I can play first base. Like it's again, that's something that I had that year at second base, and it's something I've kind of been working at behind the scenes of everything during the year. So like it's a focus, but my main focus is like getting better in the outfield. It was an option to be able to be versatile, play different positions if I need to, and kind of have that in my back pocket. So, I mean, if I think of myself, I'm comfortable at both. But if you were to put me on the spot, I would say yeah, in the outfield for sure.
Yeah. So a lot of times when you think about a guy who has 36 homers, you don't necessarily think of speed. But looking at you stole 16 bases, you hit 6 or 7 triples. Like, seems like speed is a part of your game. How much in your mind is speed a part of your game? And how much do you expect to be a part of your game at the big league level?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I can move. Might take me a minute to get going, but I can get going. I kind of surprise a lot of people with that. I mean, even my teammates are like, "Whoa, like, hey, you're kind of fast," and it's like, once I get going, I can go. It's not one of those things where it's like every time I get on base, I'm looking to steal a base. I'm not that fast. It's I like to like pick my spots. Okay, like they're probably not thinking I'm going to run here. Like this is a great opportunity for me to advance, and like I know I can do it, but I'm not just going to go out there and try to steal bases left and right and get thrown out all the time. I try to like pick my spots with it, but my speed's got better over the years. It's kind of something that I've been working on just because of the outfield stuff too. It's like I need to cover ground. I need to be able to get off balls. I need to be able to track stuff down. So something that I've worked at a lot, and I've definitely got faster as I've gone along.
Yeah, that's where we need the wheels. We need the wheels in the outfield. We know there is a big hole in left field right now. We know there's a new name on the 40-man roster that is listed under outfielders. That is Ryan Ward. Number one, already said it before we went live. Congrats, added a couple days ago. I'm sure that's a pretty special moment for you. What's that experience like? And knowing that in all likelihood, knock on desk here. This dude in the middle of this screen is making his big league debut in 2026. What's all that feel like for you?
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I've been with the Dodgers since I got drafted in 2019, so almost full 7 years now, and everything I've done is because of them. A lot of the changes I've made is all them. Like the player I've become is all thanks to the staff and the Dodgers and everything. So being able to get a chance to continue this journey with them and hopefully finally put on that LA uniform for a big league game is almost a dream come true. It's something I've been wanting since they called my name in 2019. So just keep working for it.
Has there been much communication from the organization about what a role could look like for you, or is it more just, hey, show up and be ready? Come, I don't even know when pitchers and catchers report. We know it's earlier because of WBC, but what have you heard from the org outside of, hey, this transaction is happening?
Yeah, honestly, it's just keep going. Like keep doing what you're doing. Like don't change anything. Like if we're gonna make minor tweaks, I'm sure some will happen along the season, the off season, kind of like swing stuff, defensive stuff, kind of stuff like that. But it was like just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like last year I had a lot of success, so like whatever you did last year coming into that, like let's keep building off of that and let's kind of keep this ball rolling.
And that kind of leads into my next question. Maybe answers my next question. I guess we'll see in a second. Like, now that you are on the 40-man roster, like we were talking about, I think before we went live, you'll be in the big league locker room at Camelback Ranch. Probably just taking over Clayton Kershaw's locker. I assume that just goes to the last guy on the 40-man. Does your offseason preparation or mindset or anything like that change since you're not wondering, am I going to be a non-roster invite to spring training? How much time will I spend at the big club? That you are in the big league locker room all spring long. Does your mindset change at all this offseason?
No, I would say no because like I'm trying to get ready for the season, right? So the past 6 off seasons, 7 off seasons, it's like I know what I need to do to get ready, and like I've made changes along the years of like, okay, hey, I got pretty sore towards the end of the year in this aspect, so like let's fix that going into this spring, and I've done that over and over, and I feel like I've got myself into a pretty solid routine now where I show up and I'm ready to go, which obviously can be tough because I'm up in the Northeast, so there's going to be snow on the ground here soon. So getting outside it's not great, but I've got facilities where I can get all my stuff done, everything I need to do inside, and then usually show up a little earlier down to spring and kind of get outside, get on the field, and get my feet under me a little bit better with spikes on, but. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to change much. I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and keep grinding it out.
Yeah, it's working, man. It is absolutely working. 36 Bombas this year. We're going to get to know more about you. Enough about the baseball questions. I do have one more. You kind of have already answered it in so many ways, but it's always fun to have that tight, concise question in case somebody wants to clip this off and be like, hey, this is what Ryan Ward expects of himself. This guy's full of himself, whatever. But what are Ryan Ward's expectations for Ryan Ward in 2026?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you going into last year, my goal for the season was 300 with 30 and 100. That was my goal. That's what I wanted to do. I set my mind to it and I wanted to do it. I almost did it. 290 and I got there. So I kind of
I'd say the 6 extra homers and 22 extra RBIs make up for the 10 points of batting average.
Dingers.
Yeah, but like, yeah, and I'm not like I don't like to set goals on like numbers specifically. I did it last year, just kind of holding myself accountable to stay with the approach stuff and stay with that. Because if I set my sights on numbers, like anything can happen. You can start looking at the scoreboard, start pressing, everything can start to fall apart pretty quick. So, yeah, I'm just looking out there and just continue to build off of what I've done. Get better every day, get better every year, and just keep on going until like hopefully get up there and then get up there and just continue to keep going. A lot of people say like it's hard to get up, it's harder to stay. So I'm getting ready for that, trying to do everything I can to put myself in the best physical shape, mental spot for all of it to come.
Well, we're hoping this will be you'll get the all Dodgers bump for next year. This is the first time we're trying this to give somebody a little bit extra love heading into what should be 3 in a row, and you can finally get a ring. But we're getting too ahead of ourselves. First, for the fans and for us, honestly, we got to get to know you, the person. And I'm dumb. I like the rapid fire questions. So we'll do these, and then we'll let you escape and all that kind of stuff. Right now, well, I go 2 ways with this. What is your favorite TV show, or maybe something you're watching right now?
Halfway through season 2, so it's got my full attention.
Right now.
I haven't watched that one. Might have to check it out.
I've heard good
it's a good
things.
one.
I've heard good things.
So something we were joking about the other day, Brandon Gomes, I don't know if you saw, Dodgers general manager had a comment talking about you and kind of the team's plans for you next year. And he just referred to you as Wardo. And we see that your social media handles are Wardo12. Wardo is maybe the most baseball nickname ever. It's like, hey, let's put an O at the end of his name. Mm-hmm. And I joked the other day, I recognize the irony coming from a guy with the last name Snider, whose Twitter handle is Snydog. It's like, it's like the same thing from 20 years ago. But so is Wardo, how long has Wardo been a nickname, and are there any other nicknames that you're known by?
Yeah, I mean, Wardo has followed me everywhere I go. As soon as I got to college, it was Wardo immediately. As soon as I got to pro ball, it was Wardo from staff, from players. It's just everywhere I go. And a lot of people are like, I don't understand why we call you Wardo, because nicknames are supposed to make your name shorter, and mine gets longer with my nickname. So that's a pretty rare thing there.
They call him the Warden at some point if he comes up and hits a bunch of dingers, or there's Wardy, but Wardo works. It's not the best, but it works. It's firm. It is a very good baseball nickname. And
you're not named after Nolan Ryan, are you?
No.
Okay. My son Ryan is named after Nolan Ryan, so I wondered. His middle name is Koufax too, so
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And now we're going to continue. Ryan and I will continue interviewing Jeff Snider here. Now, this one's for me because I'm very curious about people. And listen, you boys spend a lot of nights on the road. I'm sure you end up at a couple of bars getting into some trouble or whatever, or maybe more so, you go to bars and it's karaoke night. This is what we're eventually getting to. I don't know if you're a singer. I don't know if you're even a music dude, but like, I'm not going to say gun to your head, but gun to your head. Somebody forces you to sing, or maybe you enjoy it. What's the go-to song for you if you're trying to crush it at karaoke night?
I mean, karaoke. I mean, the song that comes to the top of my head right now is "Closer." I don't know, like, I'm not going to sing it. I'm not singing it, but like,
which Closer? I mean, there's a lot of them.
Chainsmokers.
Okay.
Closer. Yeah. That's something I'll probably belt out for you if I'm at a karaoke bar, and I'll let it rip. But that's a special occasion.
So we'll go to the bar. We'll get a couple Pacificos in you. What's the beer?
Coors Light.
Coors Light. My man. Yeah. I'm an ML guy, but you can never go wrong with a nice Coors Light.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're having a good time. Jeff doesn't drink, so he's lame.
Yeah, I'm a water guy, H2O guy.
Yeah. I got some water right here too, so we're good.
There we are.
Monster, sponsor your boy. I'm trying to die.
Ryan, dog guy or cat guy?
Dog guy. Big time dog guy. Coming around to cats, but big time dog guy.
Big dogs or little dogs?
I'd go like medium to big. Yeah.
Anything with a doodle in the name?
Yeah, I'm like boxer. I love boxers.
Oh, nice.
Boxers are cool.
Labs, retrievers, stuff like that.
Nice. Pancakes or waffles?
I'm going waffles. I like a pancake, but if you put them both in front of me, I'm eating a waffle every time.
Absolutely.
I got one. This one can be divisive in the household. Toilet paper hanging over or hanging under?
I'm going over. I'm pulling it straight down.
Jeff?
I know I'm in the minority on that. I disagree, and I'll tell you the 2 reasons why. One, when it's under, you can do it all with one hand because you grab it, you lift your wrist up so you're holding it, and you flick it off. You all with one hand. And if you have children or cats, when it's over, they get a hold of it and they will just undo the whole roll. When it's under, it's just spinning and spinning and spinning. And I've got 4 cats and 3 kids, and I'm lazy and I like to do things with one hand. So that's why I'm born and raised an under guy.
That's fair. I got no argument against that.
I mean, I appreciate, I appreciate the logic, but over is the only answer. I mean, I think even like the patent showed over So that's the only way to do it. There's only one right answer, and Jeff is wrong. Kind of more baseball side of some rapid fire. This is one I love to ask every player I've ever talked to over the course of the years. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh, I mean, I'd say no. I know people are going to argue about the it's between two slices of bread thing, but I'm not calling a hot dog a sandwich. No.
Because it's not two slices of bread. It's one piece of bread
Yeah,
with the cut
It's an
down the
open
middle.
face sandwich.
Only if you open face it.
Yeah, but I don't think I just can't get behind that.
All right,
I'm
that's
with
fair.
you.
That's fair.
Uh,
There's no
what's
wrong
the
answer, no right answer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
toilet paper has a wrong and a right, but hot dog is a sandwich. You know,
All right.
there's no wrong or right. What's the best ballpark food?
I mean, a hot dog. I'm getting a hot dog every time. Maybe a sausage if I'm really feeling it, but I'm going hot dog.
That's what I'm talking about there. We got a couple more, then we're gonna let you go. These ones lead more into like experience side of this or that, but because I've been to plenty of minor league ballparks and I like to have a few and yell at the players. Usually not Dodgers players, but anyways, what's a favorite heckle that really stands out that you have heard as a professional?
Oh, I mean, there's a ton, you know. I mean, a lot of times people are doing. I like when like I got a little kid behind me and they'll do like the left hand, right hand, Spider-Man, Superman, and kind of go down that one with me. That's always a good one. I mean, most of the time it's just, can I get a ball? Can we play that ball? Can I have a ball? That's a big one. So, or like turn around, you throw to someone, and then they see it and like, oh, can I get the next one? It's like, well, if another one comes to me with 2 outs, maybe, yeah, but putting a lot of luck up in the air here.
What I usually do at apparently my shirt's been all messed up this whole time. We should start this over. What I like to do is instead of being like, "Hey, can I have a ball?" and I'll usually do this at like Rancho, where you see pitching coach Ramon Troncoso walking by. He's like, "Hey, can I have the keys to your car?" That's it'll get a look. It'll get a look.
Yeah,
But,
I'd probably shoot a look over there too. The big one that's out there right now is like saying something and then calling them a bum. That's a big one. I mean, you got
You
oh,
bum.
you bum! Yeah.
yeah, that's a big one. You got kids doing it, adults. That's all over the place.
Remember, just keep staying off social media. That's the smart play, man. You won't have to
Yeah.
see as much of that crap.
Another thing along the minor league standpoint, like minor league baseball is famous for the between innings, different games and whatever. What's your favorite one that you see at the ballpark? Whether in
Uh,
OKC or a visiting stadium, favorite fan interaction kind of things.
that's an easy one. The little bubble balls where they like run into each other. Though that's one that I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop and,
those are
and I'm gonna pay attention to every time.
Is
Some
it
of the
because
stuff
of the
like
slight chance
whenever.
of injury? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, people are like parallel to the ground when they get hit, especially if it's like a mismatch. Like, wait, why? Like, it's like, oh, this is gonna be a good one. Like, everyone tune in for this one.
Yeah, that stuff is usually a pretty good time. I'll take the next one here because this is one I also enjoy to ask people because it can usually you can't give the your answer. You have to kind of manufacture an answer, keep it clean. What is the wildest or weirdest slump buster either you have tried or you've seen a teammate try?
Whew, wildest. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is people going out there pants only, like just
Free balling.
commando, just letting it, yeah, free balling, just letting it rip.
That's
I mean,
American.
I've seen it work too, so I'm like, wow, that's hopefully you don't have to slide today because you're gonna get one heck of a
or
burn. But
have a hard ground ball hit at you.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
hopefully you're DHing or you're out in the outfield, you got the grass or something. But I mean, I've seen that one. That's the first one because the first time I saw it, I was like, no way you're gonna do this. And sure enough.
Uh,
Oh, that is
so
fantastic.
so you've spent a couple years in Oklahoma City. You've seen a lot of big leaguers come through, on rehab assignments or on their way up, but mostly rehab assignments. And you've been teammates with a lot of World Series champions over the last couple of years. But when we're talking about the rehabbers, it's tradition for rehabbing big leaguers to take care of the minor league team.
Yep.
Who's brought out the best spread, treated you guys the best when they're on rehab?
Yeah, I mean, that's almost an impossible question. They're all great to us when they come down. I know one of the locker room favorites in OKC is this place called Charleston's, a little steakhouse down the road. So usually when guys come in, they'll kind of ask like, "What's everyone feeling for?" Like, and it's just like Charleston's. Charleston's is the go-to all the time. They got these little croissants that are to die for. So everyone gets real excited when that day comes around.
I mean,
So
I'm in.
any big leaguer's as good as another as long as they ask the right questions,
Yeah,
huh?
I mean we're going Charleston's.
Yeah.
You're going to ask the locker room, you're going to get one answer.
As long as they're bringing out that sweet big league coin there. Jeff, I don't know if you have anything else. Obviously, we didn't want to take all of Ryan's evening here. We did get a couple of people in the chat who just giving some love here and also supporting the show. We got a $1.99 super chat from Swellin' Sausage. Don't put him in your hot dog bun, but saying congratulations on making the 40-man. Nicole saying hooray for homegrown talent, wishing for success. And again, we have a lot of people who join us in this chat over the course of a season. There's a lot of love in this chat for you. There's a lot of love in this Dodgers community, man. And we are absolutely hoping the best for you in 2026, whether it's here or elsewhere, man. Honestly, we would love for you to be helping the Dodgers, but damn it, I want to see you make a big league debut in 2026. That's my goal for you, I decided.
That's a good one to have. Maybe
goals.
I'm probably going to make that my own goal too.
Yeah.
Get my debut next year, so that's a good one to have.
There it is. Jeff, any final thoughts before we let him go?
No, Ryan, we really appreciate this. This is fun. Always fun talking to guys before they're too famous to talk to us. So, you're at that borderline right now. So we appreciate getting you in under the wire. And, remember the little people next year when you're hitting 30 bombs in the show. And we'll have you on next year to celebrate a World Series title.
Sounds good to me. Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. This is a blast.
And for us little people are also big people. But ladies, gentlemen, that is Ryan Ward. We appreciate him hanging out with us here on this Wednesday evening. Hey, don't sell your Ryan Ward stock. It's about to skyrocket in 2026. But Jeff, let's hang out with the chat a little bit longer. I know people had a lot of thoughts, a lot of questions in there, and you and I wanted to at least say some good things, some fun things about that chat. I mean, there's somebody who was not a fan of our kind of softball questions there at the end. I appreciate getting to know a dude, as opposed to just like, oh, this is my swing right now. This is where I'm feeling or how I'm feeling in the box. Like cats or dog, knowing that he's a dog guy, I like him more.
Yeah, I had to scroll up to see who didn't like the questions, and I saw who it was, and he's grumpy about everything every night. So that's all right. I was happy to see that the cut down in strikeouts was a conscious decision because I love when a dude makes changes and sees results because that gives me confidence that the results can carry over. And, that change in approach, change in mindset, that it's big. You look at his strikeout rate and his walk rate, and the dude he went from being a good player to being an outstanding player this year. And it's kind of cool that he's got the talent to be able to make those changes and turn himself into that.
Yeah, I love Matty Man saying also, Matty Man, he had a chat at the start of the show that we told Ryan, like everybody in this chat wanted you in there, but also he had to have been thinking over the course of the years, like, what the hell do I got to do to get the call? Like it is the gift and the curse of being a Dodger minor leaguer. You are with the best organization top to bottom. And I wanted to ask him, at some point, maybe we'll get him back, but like just about how the organization cares for their minor leaguers. We've heard a lot about it. I'd like to hear from, the mouth of a player that's reaping the benefits of it. But I forgot where I was going with it. He's a good dude. That's it. I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
And he's personable. It's, it's always when you're talking to somebody you never talked to before, players don't get drafted for their conversational skills. They get drafted for their baseball skills. And I like when, guys I've talked to, like Ross Stripling, that dude can have a conversation. Evan Phillips was one of the most fun conversations I ever had because, he's
solid.
He's a good talker. And Ryan Ward, definitely a good conversation and pleasant guy, nice guy, and dude can hit. So I like all those things.
I didn't know. I kind of half looked, but ants marching with a Z. Is that Bigfoot? Was that a Bigfoot on his hat? Like maybe some sort of Sasquatch?
I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention to his hat.
You were looking deeply into his eyes. I get it.
I was mostly looking at our Google Doc where we split up our questions.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of flow in there too, but I think it's better when we know what the hell we're going to ask. Douglas appreciated here. Douglas Anderson saying great interview. Really like Ryan Ward. Hope he plays incredible. Hopefully the Dodgers are able to admit they made a mistake, and that's where I was going with it earlier. It's like, to Matty Man's point, it's like, what the hell has this dude got to do to make the big league roster? the gift and the curse of being a Dodger is all of that care, but incredible 40-man roster and always an incredible 26-man roster that is hard to crack. Plus, we know Dave has his dudes and all of that. It's going to be tough for him to make that roster and really, kind of make his mark, but he'll have an opportunity. He absolutely will, being in big league camp. That's huge. That is huge for this dude. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as the Dodgers admitting they made a mistake, because the Dodgers 18 days ago won the World Series, and so I feel like things worked out okay. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into those decisions, and Ryan Ward did everything he possibly could have to earn a call up in 2025, and if he played for probably 29 other teams, he would have gotten that call up. It just didn't work out for the 2025 Dodgers. But now, 2026 is a new year. We know they have outfield needs. And, like, as I've been, since you and I knew we were having him on the show, digging into his stats a little bit more, especially the improvements that he made in 2025. I don't think that Brandon Gomes was just blowing smoke when he said that the possibility of Ryan Ward getting a bunch of playing time in the outfield is totally a valid possibility. I think you could do a lot worse. And one of those ways you could do worse would be Michael Conforto last year, and so he's an upgrade already. I'm interested to see, because as I may have mentioned, the dude can hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hell of a good fallback plan for sure to have somebody who hit 36 homers at AAA. Yeah, for minor league reasonings, maybe he's getting a little bit longer in the tooth. He's played his age 27 season last year, but there have also been plenty of breakout players over the course of the years who made their debut at 28, 29 later and established themselves to have exceptional Dodgers careers. This guy, he definitely would have made his debut in probably 2024 if he wasn't playing with the Dodgers. So, somebody to keep an eye on, guys. The last thing I'll bring out, just so we can nip this in the bud again, even though we already talked about it, but Nicole agrees with you on your toilet paper take. And listen, I understand it, but it's wrong.
Here's the thing, Clint.
It's wrong.
People who say it goes over the top, their only argument ever is it's what's on the patent. Like, go look up the patent for the first parachute and tell me if you want to jump out of a plane with that thing. Like, things get patented and then they get improved. And my only argument is no one has ever made an argument for why over the top is better other than just because it's better. Whereas I gave you two good, valid reasons why down the back is better.
Phrasing. But when it's behind, listen, toilet paper hides when it's behind. You can never not, you can do the little flip and it's gonna, you flip forward, you flip towards you, toilet paper's coming at you. The other way you flip, it's gonna be down, it's dropping to the floor much sooner, it's splashing all in everybody's pee and other parts, I'm assuming, because I'm just assuming you're always pooping and peeing at like weird gas station rest stop. Anyways, there are no wrong answers, but yours was wrong.
Yeah. So my understanding is you spend a lot of your day searching for the end of the toilet paper.
Yeah. It's very difficult.
So your ends. Okay.
It's very difficult.
I feel like you're making arguments in my favor at this point.
RJM said Ward chuckled when we brought up Conforto. I mean, I had to, man. I had to bring it up a little bit. He didn't have to say anything about it.
How explicit should we be in what we're talking about the Dodgers left field situation sucking this year?
Yeah. Anyways, I don't have much else to add to this, so instead we'll throw to you guys. If you're watching after the fact, what'd you like about our chat with Ryan Ward? What was something that shocked you in our questions? Are you going to watch Mayor of Kingstown? Let us know in the comments below. We also want to know, I want to know people's favorite heckle they've heckled at a fan or at a player, because that's just always a good time. But if you don't have anything else, Jeff, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit that sign off button. We'll be back tomorrow with your regularly scheduled rumors. We have to talk about Raisel Iglesias, all that kind of stuff, but that's happening tomorrow, and I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're good for tonight.
We do good, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Again, if you haven't done it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your Ryan Ward fan friends and family. Shout out to FanDuel for presenting the podcast. Shout out to Bleav for having us on the network. Just go to FanDuel, guys. Go bet on the Dodgers winning the World Series. We know their odds are through the roof, and they're going to get even better because Ryan Ward is on the 40-man roster. I don't need to tell people to go to Patreon. Go to Patreon if you want. Otherwise, I'm just going to say bye. So bye.
Bye.